Hi. It really is this. Look at this. I've got a green screen, but you see fall in New England, and it is just beautiful. It was rainy yesterday, and then it just came out sunny and bright. And I just know that if you went outside and mm, pulled up energy and just let it flow through you, that you would really, really, really feel it, and it would be great. So let's start with a little warm up. Get everything moving. Whew. Reminder that on Mondays at 11 o'clock at Plummer's Place in Whitensville, we have a class, and I would love to have you join us. All good people. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes I think I enjoy it more than anybody else does. Oh, yeah. Maybe a little jog in place. There we go. All righty. Okay. So let's pull up. Big inhale and say hello to your wisdom center. And then another big inhale and connect your wisdom center to your heart center. And another big inhale and connect your wisdom center to your heart center to your power center. And tiger returns to the mountain. All right, so let's ring the temple bell. Remember, you've got soft knees and you're not moving your arms. You're just moving your torso. And your arms are swinging freely. And between shaking and this, you're just doing so much good for so much of you all at once. There's specific exercises for specific parts, but these two, they just about cover everything. Okay, so 3 and 2 and 1. And now tapping, right arm, cup, up the outside and down the inside. Up the outside and down the inside. Up on the third time. And left arm, up the outside, down the inside. Up the outside and down the inside. And up the outside and down the inside. Great. Now we're going to brush. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do many of those as you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Wow, right. Now, little taps down the inside. Tap, 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 tap. 1. It's twice. And 3 times. Left arm, once, and twice, and 3 times. Great. All right, now, outside of legs, it's leg time. Down the outside, round your ankles, up the inside, down the outside, up the inside, down the outside, and up the inside. And now those all-important knees. Just telling them that you appreciate what they do. You tap any sore spots, remember that. And while you're watching TV or something later, you can rub on them. All right, now we come up and rub on the small of your back. And I've said it before, I think this is the best one. Whew. Just love it. It's always hard to leave this one and go on to another one. But you know, you can do it anytime you want. So we're going to come around and pack energy into the dantian, your power center. Rev up that battery. And then up through the middle with beak fingers. Tap on your thymus. Out to your clavicle. Round the back, up over the top, and then kind of open your fingers and let it rain on your head. Let it rain on your head. Oh, that feels good. And now you're just going to, I used to say you pull the bad out and throw it away, but sometimes it's just nice to just massage your head. Feels good. Ooh, yeah. Okay, tap on your temples. And under your eyes. And under your nose. And on your chin. And now, left arm goes up. Grab your left elbow. Pat yourself on the back. As close to the center as you can get. Right arm up, right elbow. And reverse it. Great. All right. Now, left arm up. Pat down. And under your arm where your lymph nodes are, wake them up. Say, here we are. Do your job. And down. Let's do it again. And third time. Okay. Right arm. Down. Tension to the lymph nodes. And down. Oh, really, 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 really good. Terrific. Okay, fingers. And just bounce them. And then size your hands. And sides your hands the other way. And now wrists. Oh, terrific. All righty. Okay. Hands out in front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, terrific. Now we're going to pull up big energy. And it's just going to move all the way through. Oh, yeah, that's wonderful. Wow. Okay, let's pull up. Big inhale. Big exhale. And this time, when we inhale, when we exhale, we're going to say he, and he gets rid of all of it. So you can have nice, fresh breath. So it's push it through. Exhale. He. That feels good. You can't work at full capacity if you're only breathing at part capacity. So sometimes it just helps to just get all that breath out. Terrific. Okay. Now, because of the backdrop, let's be inspired and let's do leaf blows in the wind. And for 2 reasons. 1, it's always good to practice the weight shift. And, well, 3 then. And it's a great qigong. And I'm really going to work on, now we've done the whole 24 form. Now we're going to go back and sort of start it again and work on flow, continuity, making one part flow into the next. So we're going to, you put your left hand on your stomach and reach up with your right hand and all the way over Come back across, palm away from you. Feel that weight shift. Down, up, and back. And do it again, all the way over. Feel the weight shift, and again, and back. And this is the last one with your right hand. Across, and down, and back. Great. Okay. Now, right hand on your stomach, left hand up. Reach all the way over. Pull it back. Down and back. Reach up and over. Down and back. And then reach up and over and down and back. Leaf blows in the wind and tiger returns to the mountain. Okay, let's go back to the Tai Chi and review. And my class was interested in, once we put together all the 24 parts, then we just kept, or I just kept going through the whole thing. And my class was interested in learning one bunch at a time really well, and then moving on to the next, or maybe just adding another part. And I know that sometimes when you're in the middle of it, it feels like you're standing there in a big tangled up pile of spaghetti, and you don't know which hand and which leg and what he's doing. So maybe we should approach this a little slower, or as we go back through it, if you're new to the show, and just do some fine tuning with the idea in mind of more flow. So here we are in Wu Ji, which is mount, or nothing. And you're light on top and getting heavier all the way through. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders. Relax your hands. Relax your torso. Relax your legs, all the way down to your feet. Feel your head being the crown, this part of your head being pulled up, your chin tucked, and your butt tucked. There you go. All right, now we're ready. Tai Chi begin. You put your weight on your right leg, step out with your left, heel toe, and just as your foot, just as that heel is sinking in, you're going to lift water. And just as you come down, you're going to sink on your right leg and turn. Hold the ball right hand high. Step out, cross over, and throw. And just as you get your hand up here, you start to shift your weight back to your right leg. Turn your left toe. Move, bring your right foot around. And now you're holding the ball left hand high. And just as you get your hands into place, you're going to move them and step out and throw. And when your hand is out here, then you start shifting your weight, turning your toe, bringing your foot around, holding the ball right hand high again. And just as you get into position, you're going to throw the ball again. Now you're going to do a half step, toe tap, bring right hand up, left hand down, and white crane spreads its wings. See, one just flows into another. It's like, it's just like if you were doing this, or you went from holding the ball right hand high to holding the ball left hand high. Just like that. Another, so let's just do it again. It's mountain. Go through your little checklist. And Tai Chi begin. Right leg is heavy. Step out, left toe heel. And just as your heel sinks, you're going to lift water. Beautiful continuous arc. Turn. Now that you're holding your ball, you're going to throw. And now that you've thrown, you're going to switch your weight, come around, and hold the ball left hand high. Throw. Switch your weight, turn your toe, come around, hold the ball right hand high, and throw. Half step up. White crane spreads its wings. And just when you're here is when you start to pull down, come around, in back, T-step, and push. And just as you get to the end of push, you're going to shift your weight, turn your left toe, come around, and push with your left hand. Switch your weight, turn your toe, come around, and push with your right hand. Half step up, left elbow bent, lady plays the lute with a heel tap. And it just flows. Show you another really good flow is when we're doing wave hands like clouds. Wave hands like clouds is probably one of the most famous moves. When you think of Tai Chi, you think of this. So wave hands like clouds. Start with your right hand up and turn your body. Your hand is just going along for the ride. Now you're going to bring your right hand down and your left hand up, and your left hand goes along for the ride. They switch places and switch places and switch places, just like this. And it's that fluid and that smooth. And there you go. Now, what's nice is that after you do this, the right hand goes along and then it just goes boop right here and into the beak, getting ready to do the whip. So you've wave hands like clouds, wave hands like clouds. The right hand goes up into the beak and the left hand goes across your body, ready to do a whip. I love the flow of one of them into the next. I just think it's lovely. Okay, let's do another great Qigong. And this is the 5 elements. And I know that I brought it in, last week, and hopefully I did the week before. So we start off with earth breathing. And that's one hand cradling the other and your thumbs touching. And now when you sink, you're going to breathe in. Inhale. And as you stand up, straighten, you're going to exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And now you're going to be water. I have trouble. I always think of this as a bird, but it's water. So we're going to just float. you come back and do 2 more earth breathing. How much time have I got, Erin? Oh, great. Super. Okay. So then we're going to be metal, and you've got your hands, and they're between metal plates. And so you're going to push out. And as you push out, you breathe in, and then push back in. Four, 5, and 6. Now we go back to earth breathing. In and out. Straight back, in and out. In and out. The next element is wood. And I think of this as a tree. So your left hand reaches all the way up to the top of the branches, and your right hand is down with the roots. Great stretch. And now you're going to sink as your hands pass. And then your right hand is reaching for the top of the tree, and your left hand is going down into the roots. Sink as your hands pass, and stretch. Sink and stretch. Sink and stretch. And sink and stretch. And then come back with more earth breathing. I think that's very peaceful. Okay, the last one is fire. And you pull up and push, and up on your toes, back down and around. And you pull up, turn, push, up, toes, and down and around. Up, push, up, and down and around. Okay, this coming one is 4. So we're going to pull up, turn, and push, up on your toes, and down and around. Pull up, turn, and push, up on your toes, and down and around. Up, last one. Around, push, up on your toes, and down and around. And now we'll go back to earth breathing. That was 4, 5, and 6. And tiger returns to the mountain. Oh, good. And now I just got told we have time to do something else, and that's just terrific. Okay, let's do a little bit with larks in the cave and serving the tea, and we'll just do a little bit of it until it's time to breathe and say namaste. So, beautiful day like this. Look at that lake. And here's 2 larks, and then one says, I'm going to go exploring. And he flies out, and he flies up, and he comes back in. And he said, it's really just it's beautiful out there. So his friend flies out, skims the lake, goes up, and flies back in. And his friend says, I love doing this. And he skims the lake, and he goes up, and he pulls back in. He flies back in. And his friend says, I'll do it again. Flies around and up and flies back in. Now also at this lake is a beautiful little Japanese garden. And in this garden, there's a tea house, and they're serving tea. So there you are with your 2 cups of hot tea. And you show the tea to everyone that's sitting in front. And now you're going to show the tea to everyone in the back without spilling it. And now you're going to show the tea to everyone in front. And then everyone in back. And around and back. Show the tea. Up, around, and in. And show the tea around, in the back, and around, and in. And there you go. Hopefully you didn't spill a drop. How about that? All right. We'll do a little bit of the 3x3. We'll do a couple of them. Big inhale and an exhale. To the heart center and down with an exhale. Inhale and out. Inhale and down. Big inhale. Pull it down through. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and out. Inhale and down. I'm going to slide another one in there. Pull up. Exhale. All that beautiful clean air. Inhale to the heart center and release. Inhale and out. Up and down. Great. Okay. So we're going to pull up energy, and we can really just feel it today. Push it through. You don't have to push. That energy is just racing right through after all you've just done. So, big inhale. And connect to your wisdom center. Another big inhale. And on the exhale, connect the wisdom center to the heart center. Say thank you for being alive and smile. And now, pull up big energy with an inhale. Connect the wisdom center to the heart center, to the power center, and around, and namaste.